What is up, No Filter MMA people? This is your boy BJ back with another video short. I want to talk a little bit about something that was brought to my attention. First of all, appreciate the boys from One Up MMA for bringing this to your boys' attention. They know my obsession with this flyweight division. They already know. So shout out to Justin, Austin, and Taylor from One Up MMA. Guys, if you do not follow One Up MMA to get your latest and best news and opinions and thoughts and articles on MMA, then you're not an MMA fan. So go to your browser and type in oneupmma.com and follow those guys over there. So it was brought to my attention. If you guys can't look and see what's on the screen already, let me zoom in just a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about. Excuse the background noise, guys. But Antonina Shevchenko is ranked in the UFC. Now, I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand why and why Antonina Shevchenko has a number beside her name. Antonina Shevchenko came into the UFC, lost her UFC debut against Roxanne Modafferi, and got ranked. Antonina Shevchenko lost her fight to Roxanne Modafferi and was 0-1 in the UFC and was ranked. So okay, so let's play devil's advocate. BJ plays devil's advocate. Oh well, she's Valentina's sister. She has a really high-level striking pedigree, and she did well on Dana White's Tuesday Night Contender Series. Garbage. Throw all of that shit in the trash. That don't mean shit. The point of the matter is, Antonina Shevchenko came into the UFC, lost to Roxanne Modafferi, and she was rewarded with a number beside her name. I think you guys know where I'm going with this. I'm pretty sure you guys know where I'm going with this. Yes, Jillian the Savage Robertson lost on The Ultimate Fighter, but is streaking in the UFC. Slight hiccup with Mauro Brando Silva, slight hiccup. But Jillian Robertson is 4-1, the most active fighter in the division, 4 submissions, 1 loss, and she does not have a number beside her name. Okay. Now, I'm going to point out some other ones. Macy Barber, 1 fight at strawweight where she lost, where she missed weight. 1 fight at strawweight where she missed weight, and one fight at flyweight. And she's ranked even higher than Antonina Shevchenko. This is the shit. This is the fishy shit that the UFC does. And see, people think I'm crazy when I say things about Jillian Robertson or Montana De La Rosa. She has a number by her name. When I promote Jillian Robertson or I promote Montana De La Rosa, so people throw all kind of shit at me, shit in my face. Explain why the fuck Antonina Shevchenko has a number beside her name. She's 1-1. No, fuck the win over Lucy Pudilova, because she was getting her ass beat in that fight. Antonina Shevchenko was getting her ass beat in the Lucy Pudilova fight. I mean, Lucy Pudilova is a fucking animal. You know what I'm saying? So this happened. This ranking came before she fought Lucy Pudilova. She lost to Roxanne Modafferi and got a number beside her name. But you got flyweights grinding it out. You got flyweights grinding it out in the UFC, spitting out wins left and right, spitting out wins, taking all fades in the UFC, and can't get a fucking number beside their name. So this is what pisses me off about the UFC when they do shit like this. Antonina Shevchenko is riding on the coattail of Valentina Shevchenko. Period. That's the only reason. I don't care what anybody says. If you don't like what I'm saying, then switch to the next motherfucking video, because I'm going to say what I got to say. Antonina Shevchenko is riding high on Valentina Shevchenko's coattail. That's the only reason why you can come into the UFC, lose a fight, and become ranked. When have you ever heard of that bullshit? When have you ever heard of that bullshit? Who has Antonina beat? I wish this was brought to my attention before the fight with Lucy Pudilova. You know what I'm saying? I really wish this was brought to my attention before the Lucy Pudilova fight. But even if she did beat she beat Roxanne, she would have been ranked. But even though she beat Lucy Pudilova, you still shouldn't be ranked. You still shouldn't be ranked because Lucy Pudilova is not ranked. It's crazy. It's crazy, 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 crazy. Crazy. Now, I'm happy that Montana De La Rosa has a number by her name. Good, great job. Y'all know my other favorite in the division is Montana De La Rosa. But Antonina Shevchenko, she's riding high off of Valentina. That's that biased shit. That's that shit that the UFC does. Antonina ain't deserved shit. Antonina Shevchenko has done absolutely nothing in the UFC. Nothing. Now I know there's a lot of Shevchenko fans out there. I want to hear you guys rebuttal this. I want to hear you guys oppose this. There is no opposing this. There is no counter argument to the fact that Antonina Shevchenko is riding off of Valentina Shevchenko's coattail. That is how she got a ranking while losing her UFC debut. That's the only explanation, y'all. That is the only explanation as to why Antonina Shevchenko has a number beside her name and she's 1-1 in the UFC. You can make a case for Macy Barber because Macy Barber is undefeated and she's 2-0 in the UFC. You know what I'm saying? But then again, you can't. You can't. Because Mackenzie Dern doesn't have a number beside her name. Mackenzie Dern's undefeated. Mackenzie Dern's 2-0 in the UFC. Mackenzie Dern missed weight during one of her fights. Mackenzie Dern don't have a fucking number beside her name. See, this is the shit I'm talking. This is the shit. This is the shit. But at least Macy Barber has nothing but wins under her belt. Antonina Shevchenko lost her UFC debut to Roxanne Modafferi. She got beat up. She got beat up by Roxanne Modafferi. But she got ranked. That's some bullshit. And Jillian Robinson grinded it the fuck out. Fight after fight after fight after fight. Catching motherfucking necks and cashing goddamn checks. Is what Jillian Robinson out there doing. Now, I want somebody to come on here and say she ain't doing that. Snatching necks and cashing checks. And this girl can't get a fucking number beside her. I don't give a fuck how y'all view Jillian Robinson. Y'all think she's not good. For some reason, people don't think Jillian Robinson is a good fighter, which is bullshit. That's bullshit. People thought, people said to me, oh, Jillian Robinson better watch out for Sarah Froda. Sarah Froda can finish Jillian Robinson. Sarah Froda didn't come close to finishing Jillian Robinson. Veronica Macedo did not come close to beating Jillian Robinson. Okay? Let me think of it. Molly McCann. Molly McCann is 1-1 in the UFC. She came into the UFC undefeated. I'm pretty sure she did. Is Molly McCann ranked? No, she's not. So that's why there's no explanation as to why Antonina Shevchenko has a number beside her name other than the fact that she is riding off the coattail of Valentina Shevchenko. This is your boy BJ back from No Filter MMA. Drop those comments in the comment section. Hit that like button. Hit the motherfucking dislike button. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button.